my mind. Safe to take a step out, get some air now, let your edge out. Put some ice, but you'll be heavy in my mind.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Shanti, MUA, and esthetician. Today I'm bringing a video to you guys. We are going to do a full glam bridal makeup, showing you how to make sure the makeup is sweat-proof, heat-proof, and lasts all day for your bride. So as you can see, I got started on the skin prep, making sure that the skin is nice and hydrated, nice and moisturized. And then we're going in with the e.l.f. Putty primer, mainly on the T-zone area to make sure that the pores are set and filled in, and also the areas that tend to get a little more oily are also set as well. And then I'm using the e.l.f. primer that is the dupe for the Milk Makeup Primer. I'm using that to really kind of smooth the lines out, make sure that the makeup is sticking and don't move. And I'm going in with the One Size setting spray on Til Dawn. I like to, after putting all of my primers on, I like to go ahead and set with the setting spray to make sure that it holds everything. And if you have that setting spray, then you know I was kind of doing that little dance. That was the holding my breath dance, because you definitely don't want to inhale that spray. But at the end of the day, it's so good. So definitely needs to be in your kit. Just hold your breath and spray it. And I'm just going ahead and taking a beauty blender that I actually cut in half, because you really only end up using one half of the beauty blender. So I cut it in half, and I'm just blending out that concealer, making sure that my eye has a nice neutral base to start for the eyeshadow. And then we're going in with some translucent powder and making sure that it's set, that we don't have any creases, and that the concealer is no longer wet. And if you're going to use concealer as your eyeshadow base, you want to make sure that the concealer has a matte consistency, like a matte or satin. You really don't want to use a concealer that's more hydrating or dewy, because it's going to do just that. It's going to hydrate your eyeshadow. It's going to make your eyelids look dewy. So using a matte concealer is really going to give you that nice mattifying base. And just applying my foundation. I believe I'm using the Makeup Forever HD Skin Foundation, as well as a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. And I had a tan here, y'all. Like, I had recently gone to a water park out here, and I was in the sun. I did have sunscreen, but yeah, still got that tan. So I'm kind of mixing some things around to make sure that at the end of the day, the color is looking good. And then I just went in and sprayed with my Morphe setting spray. This is just to make sure that the foundation and that everything just kind of flows and melts into the skin when you blend it out. And if you've seen my previous video of me talking about the recent brushes that I bought, so this is me trying out that concealer brush from Amazon, and I will say that I do like it. I like the foundation brush as well. At first I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm liking the foundation brush, because I couldn't really tell how it was blending. I actually used it on a client first, but then when I used it on myself, I was like, oh, okay, I actually really like this. You just kind of have to put a little bit of pressure. And this is the One Size concealer. I'm not quite sure the number because I can't find it. I do not know where it is. But yes, I'm using the One Size concealer, blending that out. And I have around the perimeter, it is a Graphtopian. That's the Graphtopian Cream Foundation, and I'm using it as my cream bronzer. So I like to blend my contour out or bronzer out with my foundation brush. I don't add any more foundation on it, but the little bit of foundation that's left on really kind of helps the concealer and bronzer or contour um, blend together. So I'm just making sure I go back over everything, making sure everything is blended, because at the end we want this to look like one face.
Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my mind. Water's getting deep now, water's getting deep now. Follow me around, yeah.
Now I'm going in with another Amazon brush. It's actually from the same company as the ones that I listed in my previous video, but this brush in particular is actually out of stock. So originally I planned to get this brush, but since it was out of stock, I had to try the new brushes. But thankfully, I actually like both of them. But if they bring this one back in stock, okay, because she is that girl. Her and her powder brush sister, yeah, I'm gonna need those back in my kit. And this is a Real Technique, I think setting powder brush that I'm using, and I'm taking some of the Sacha Butter Cup powder and applying that, and I'm just using my beauty blender to blend it out first, just to make sure there's no creasing, there's no harsh lines before I go in with the powder, because we want to make sure that we blend everything out first before applying powder. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to try to revert and blend that out with the powder sticking on it. It's going to be cakey. You might end up creating blotches. So try to blend it out first with the liquid and then add your powder. Oh, and the footage of me doing the eyeshadow, never recorded. I was so mad, y'all. I was so mad. But I was like, you know what? I still have to get this video up. I'm not going to let that get me down. You won't break my soul. You won't break my soul. So, yeah, we made sure we still put this up. But if you guys would like the eyeshadow video specifically, just let me know. Drop it down in the comments, and then I'll go ahead and get that recorded now.
Close your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second. I won't change my
And we gotta hit them with the blowfish, cause these smile lines really be trying to come for me, but like I'm not gonna let you. So we're gonna hit you with the blowfish, blend that out. And then I'm taking the Juvias Place powders. These are actually their bronzing powders. I'm just using it as a face powder. And I know they actually just came out with some face powders. They also came out with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation. I want to try it, but I am somebody who deals with what we call malassezia or fungal acne, and you can't use every single product that's out there. So I'm not sure if that foundation is actually acne or fungal acne safe, but I'm going to try it. So I'm applying some lip gloss. I applied a brown lip liner with just like a pinky nude lipstick on the inner corner. I'm not exactly sure what lipstick I used, but I'm just blending that out with a brush. I love blending my lipstick out with a brush. And then I got some body glow for y'all. And thank you for watching. See you next time.
Let your edge out. Put some ice, you'll be heavy.